Hi, this is Jan Hibbard from Log Cabin Leather for another session of my for my Maker Monday series. Um, Again, today I'm here. I'm very excited to talk about a new piece of equipment I got in my workshop. I mean, I was really supposed to be talking about home decor this month, but I'm so excited about this piece of equipment. I couldn't wait any longer. It was a long time in getting it up and running. I can see that my screen is freezing here, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Um, okay, I'm sorry here. My screen seems to be freezing. So I'm not sure what's going on. So I'm going to hold on a second here. Okay, hi. Nope, Jim. No, Jim from Log Cabin Leather. I'm here for another session of my Maker Monday series. Sorry, I'm a little flustered because the camera keeps freezing. So it's flustered me a little bit. Today I'm going to talk about a new piece of equipment I got in my workshop called the Glowforge. I'm very excited about it. I'm going to tell you the stories of how long it took me over 3 weeks to get it going. I'm going to talk about that and you know how it's going now. I'm going to tell you all those stories, and then I'm going to talk about when I'll actually show you using the piece of equipment, which will be on Wednesday. So I'll tell you more about that a little bit later on. So first of all, this piece of equipment is called the Glowforge. It's a 3D laser printer, and I had ordered it, I think, at the very beginning of March, like March 1st or something like that. I was hoping it would come, you know, in a week or two because my birthday was coming up, and it's really for my business, but it was kind of something my birthday's coming up, so I'm buying this piece of equipment. Of course, it was right before the coronavirus and everything hit, so that right there, set things off. So I ordered it, and of course, I live in New Hampshire. We have snow generally in the winter, but all our snow had melted. Our driveway was in good shape. We live on a steep hill, and everything was great. I ordered the Glowforge, and then we got some real warm weather, and all the snow banks that we had and stuff melted, and our driveway became extremely muddy. I mean, the ruts were deep. So nobody, we had four-wheel drive. We could make it in and out, but without that, you didn't. And certain days, there was a bunch of people coming in and out. And it was just, it was getting worse and worse. So now this Glowforge was supposed to, of course, arrive March 9th. And all of a sudden, which was a Monday, that was going to arrive March 6th, which was the Friday. Well, the driveway was all muddy by then. There was no way in the world they were going to make it. I tried to contact them, and that was like near impossible. And there were two different boxes. One box is huge. I mean, it's like 4 feet wide, 2 feet long. It's huge. It had, two-man carry, things like that. And there was a separate component for it. The cords and things for it were coming in a separate box. And that they tried to deliver and couldn't make it. So tried to contact them. In any event, we had to go pick it up in Concord. So that's about 15 miles from here. So that wasn't awful. But again, it delayed it arriving for another day. So I could have had it Friday, but then it wasn't going to arrive till Saturday. So the anticipation, was supposed to be once you get it out of the box, like an hour to set it up and get it going. So, I was very excited and right in time for my birthday. So I was so excited that we'd get up and going. And my husband has some medical issues, so I realized he wouldn't, carrying it down and getting it into my workshop would be an issue because he wouldn't be able to do it all in one fell swoop. He'd have to rest in between and things like that. So we got it down into the basement, got it unboxed. I had a tape, a special area, which is actually over here in the room here because I wasn't sure of the smell, so I had it in a little enclosed cabinet here, which I'll talk about later. And soon, before we even got it set up, I realized the table I had intended for it wasn't sturdy enough. It was kind of wobbly, and I thought once the printers moving that it would shake, like this table does when I held on to it. So we had to move things around. So the table that normally was my table out here to do what was my cutting and all that kind of stuff on, had to move in there. So I had to move and rearrange furniture. So that was like another day in. Then the thing that really stinks on this machine, I've got to say, is there's an exhaust hose. I don't know. There's an exhaust hose. You can see that going out the window because I'm in a basement, so it has to go up and out the window. How it attaches to the back of the machine which is that white. That is a piece of equipment. More. There's hardly anything for that to grasp onto, and these little clips that they had for it absolutely stunk. They absolutely stunk. So somebody who bought this piece of equipment actually created on a 3D laser printer or whatever, they do the plastic molds and stuff. He made an actual extension piece that goes on the back that so the hoses go onto it better because it does smell. It does have to exhaust outside, things like that. So that was another couple of days. So I ordered that thing on the Sunday. That wasn't going to come till like the Tuesday. So now it's delayed a couple more days, and I really wanted to try it, but without it being able to exhaust, which is why I had put it in this little enclosed cabinet because I didn't know if it would make a lot of smell, which it really does not. Exhaust takes care of it. But in any event, so we wasn't sure on that. So got all, had to wait another day for that. Finally got that. Then, tried to get it to work, and I had a lot of trouble, and I still have a little bit of trouble actually, is getting on to link up onto the internet. What happens? You have to have your internet on, and then the Glowforge puts out a certain signal, and then that signal has to connect to your Wi-Fi and things like that, so it can communicate. Because everything you do on the Glowforge is you communicate through a computer. So everything you design, anything like that, you can use any picture, any design, anything that you have, designed on basically on your laptop, you can use. So that's what's really cool about it. So in any event, you have to, so it has to work with laptop. Well, I couldn't get it to connect. So I had real problems getting it was connecting. I'm down in my basement. Again, my house is not big. It is a log cabin. So I'm in the basement of the log cabin. The Wi-Fi is on the wall over here, it's upstairs. But again, to that wall is probably about 20 feet from where I'm standing. And then it's up the floor around. Actually, the Wi-Fi, I think, actually comes in the corner of the basement. I'm not sure anymore. So, and we do have a solid stone chimney in the center of the house, and sometimes that has blocked signals, like a signal getting out to our garage, my husband's barn, or whatever, because the chimney is right dead, in the middle of it, and it does block the signal. So I thought that was the issue. So then I purchased a Wi-Fi extender. So something else I ended up buying. A piece of equipment was expensive enough, so I bought a Wi-Fi extender. So that was it. That was going to come in one more day. So that was like Wednesday. So then trying to get that to hook up. I have, the service on, tech support on from my computer and whatever. And I couldn't get the Netgear thing to hook up. So they got on and tried to help me. I was on the phone for several hours that day, and they tried to work on it and tried to get to hook up. First, she had to get it to link up with where the internet comes in and so forth like that upstairs. So worked and tried to get that to hook up and couldn't. I spent over 5 hours on the phone with this one tech guy one night. We went right through dinner time. It was like 8 o'clock at night, and finally said, I got to stop for the night. Tried it, one more time. Finally did get the internet to hook up. I actually did get the machine to work once then. So tried it briefly or whatever, and but then I couldn't get to hook up again. But yes, it took over 5 hours to get the Wi-Fi extended to work. Got that down here. Tried that. Still couldn't get to hook up. So, now over a week had gone by, a week and a half, by the time I finally got it figured out, it was not any of those things. It's actually my internet connection. It was picking up a network that I'm not even supposed to be using because it was supposed to be under my, TDS, which is my, phone and internet company, and I wasn't even picking up their internet. I was picking up something else, so I don't even know what I was picking up. But in any event, once I got that straightened out, I am able to hook up to the Glowforge. I still have to do it manually each time, though. It doesn't automatically pick up the signal, so I'm not sure what that is, but I'm happy that at least it works. I haven't even needed to use the signal booster, so again, that I bought and don't even need, really. I may need it for other places. But what this machine does is it can cut out all little different, it can do a lot of different things. But I'm using it to cut out different leather shapes. Now, I was for earrings and things like that, I make a lot of feather shapes. I cut everything by hand. Well, this machine can cut out these little tiny, these are butterflies now, of course, beautiful butterflies that are very small, that there's no way in the world I could cut those out. Those are going to be for earrings. Very small. So I'm going to demonstrate again. So this one didn't come out. You have to make your patterns a certain way. So this is all a learning curve for me because it's different than I've had. And there's a program, again, that was another thing. There's a program that's called Inkscape that they say to use with this to help format your things into these vector files you need. And I cannot for the life of me figure it out. The basic thing of making a circle with it, I can't even do it now. I have a Photoshop program. I can use it for things like that, but it doesn't make what's called these vector files. Well, what that does is it separates, kind of like Photoshop separates things into layers, and each layer is a different color, and it tells the Glowforge what you want to do, what lines you want cut, what you want engraved. So I'm learning that I can make the patterns myself if I color code the things before I scan it, because the Glowforge itself will scan your print, your thing, and so that's working. So now this was going to be a bracelet, and so this one didn't come out quite right because it was going to be a beautiful bracelet with these cut out butterflies. And see different, and again, it doesn't show up in the light too well. There's supposed to be spaces cut out like that, but what happened, of course, this piece was supposed to be on here, and that piece was supposed to be cut out. But again, see, the pattern did come out right in at this end, and so it cut off it was supposed to be bracelet, so it cut off the end where you detach it. Again, the piece my finger's holding here was actually supposed to be cut out. This piece up in here was supposed to be cut out, just like over here. So again, it didn't quite come out the way I wanted, but again, I'm learning. So I've actually had it now working about 4 or 5 days. So my main project that I wanted to start with was making all this jewelry, the little butterfly shapes and stuff, and then after that, I'm painting them and all sorts of things. So that is what I am working on right now. So on Wednesday, for my Workshop Wednesday series, I will be demonstrating, again, I will get the Glowforge going. I'll show you how, I'll try, because I have to, show you the screen here, what it's doing, and the machine itself. It is a little bit loud, although, like my husband upstairs says, he can't not really hear it. It doesn't bother him. Once it's going, it doesn't bother me. But again, doing a live, this might be a little loud for that. But otherwise, it's not too annoying. I don't think, anyways. I know people were saying that they, lived in an apartment. Would it be too annoying? I don't think if it was more towards the center of your apartment, no, I don't think so, because it really doesn't carry that far, the noise. But that's what my husband says, so I'm going by that. So on Wednesday, Workshop Wednesday, it will be in the evening. Again, I'm guessing maybe 8 o'clock. I was supposed to do this at 7 o'clock. That didn't quite work out because it was right when I was having dinner. I will be watching my grandchildren during this crisis we're all having and staying home, so that her parents can at least work some. So that's what I'll be doing Wednesday during the day, taking care of the grandkids, and then doing the live presentation, hopefully at 8 o'clock. I apologize again for not being able to nail these times down. It's because of the situation, things that are going on that were not the norm, and none of us, the normal is not normal anymore, and how we live our lives has changed forever, and or at least for the weeks and months to come, I'm believing. So we're all in this together, so stay healthy, and I hope you'll, again, catch me on Wednesday for the Workshop Wednesday series. I'll shoot for 8 o'clock on my YouTube channel, which is, again, Log Cabin Leather. Oops. Can you see this? No. Okay. Can't get my camera to focus on this. There. Log Cabin Leather by Jan is what my YouTube channel is. My website is logcabinleatherbyjan.com. And again, I apologize because that's coming out kind of funky. And again, my email is jan@logcabinleatherbyjan.com. So those are all ways to get a hold of me. I apologize. That's looking a little funky here. It looks backwards to me. I'm not sure if it is to you. But in any event, that's my website. And that's pretty much all I have to say for now. So like I said, I'm very excited about this piece of equipment. Once I get it, it does work beautifully, and I'm very excited about it. And it is doing all the things I want to do. It's just, again, it's a learning curve on how you make the patterns so it knows what I want it to do. Basically, it's a communication issue that I'm having with it right now. So once I learn how to fully communicate with it, I think we'll be on the same wavelength, and I will be making lots of beautiful things that I'm not sure where I'll be selling, because most of my shows and things, my sales are direct sales at craft shows, which obviously are not going to be happening. So, perhaps online, this line of things would be perfect for Mother's Day and things like that coming up. So we'll see. Thank you very much. This was Jan Hibbert from Log Cabin Leather from my Maker Monday series. And here I was talking about my new piece of equipment called the Glowforge. I hope you watch on Wednesday, where I actually demonstrate using the machine. And I hope you look forward. I hope I see you then. Bye for now. Have a great night. Stay healthy and stay safe.